Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. We had to restart the stream as we were talking previously before, and guys, join back in here. Welcome to the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200 live from the Iowa Speedway. John Michael Bryant, Alfonso Claudio out on the racetrack. We are moments away from the beginning of qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, the stream had to be restarted. We apologize for that. Nicholas Maynard parked down there on the bottom side of the racetrack. There's John Michael Bryant in the number 23 J Money Sense machine. We'll watch him go around the track. We're moments away here, ladies and gentlemen, from qualifying the All-State 200. Stick around. We'll be right back. Keep your eyes. Go get your popcorn, your sodas, your beers. We're moments away. Alfonso Claudio, ladies and gentlemen, active duty military. Appreciate him for his service. John Michael Bryant hard into the wall. Nicholas Maynard getting that thing dialed in here. His guys are starting to roll their cars back to pit road. We are moments away from qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you slap that like button. Press that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it here for the practice session in the All-State 200 for the Madness Racing League. John Michael Bryant will slide across the rest of the field. Who is going to be lucky contestant number one here on the Madness Racing League out here at the Iowa Speedway? Ladies and gentlemen, as everybody starts to pile into the stream, we want to appreciate you guys for joining here. This is the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200 live here at the Iowa Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 100 laps of action-packed racing. Ensured to bring you something here is who's going to be our first contestant. It will be the number 23 of John Michael Bryant, driving that J Money Sense number 23 Toyota Supra from Greer, South Carolina. John Michael Bryant won the first race of the year at the Daytona International Speedway, locking himself in to the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. He's had a down year throughout the season, but that win at the Daytona Speedway will lock him in here in about a month when we start the playoffs. We have this race remaining in Charlotte Motor Speedway right after. 2 weeks from tonight will be the final race of the regular season. John Michael Bryant up through turns 2 down the back stretch for his first lap, ladies and gentlemen. John Michael Bryant, the number 23, down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Your mom's favorite driver gets a little loose off turns 4. That'll be John Michael's first lap completed. We'll change out the tower here. You see John Michael Bryant up to the top of the board. We got a bug out on the screen here. Give me just a second. We'll pull that away since we have that taking problems. James Fountain to the top of the board there. We look back, that's the number 8 Bass Pro Shops machine of Corey Tesner. He'll go top of the board as well at the ending of his second lap. Kevin Tankos from Hawthorne, New Jersey has locked himself in. So far on points, he's got that first 2 points remaining, I should say, to get into the playoffs. And Kevin Tankos will go around. We'll go to the next contestant. Poncho McDowell will just finish out here. Here comes Chris 090 driving the Forge Racing Triple Deuce from B-Town, Indiana. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Huge bumps in turns 1 and 2s. I get ready to say that. Chris 90 gets loose. He'll save his race car, have it back under control of him. Here's the number 02 machine of Nicholas Maynard, the kid. From Welford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old, 157 official iRacing wins, and he'll climb the bankings through turns 3 and 4, coming to his warm-up lap. New paint scheme here for the Maynard Motors, number 02 Toyota Supra, He'll stay in the middle side of the racetrack. Nice and easy off the corner. Down the back stretch, the number 02 Maynard Motors Toyota Supra grows. Glowing underneath the sun here, the Iowa Speedway in the MRL Xfinity Series. Nicholas Maynard locked himself in with a win at the Nashville Super Speedway about 2 months ago. Nicholas Maynard has yet to win another race. Led some laps here as he'll go P1 on the board. First lap for Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard could dial it down right now if he wanted to. Top board, he'll go for more on the second lap. Down to the bottom side of the racetrack, getting real up and close to that yellow line. He'll apex it back out to the wall. Where would Nicholas Maynard get? Gets a little loose. Top board still for Nicholas Maynard. That'll do it for the qualifying session. Nicholas Maynard. Terry Hughes Jr. right there, right behind it, will spin out. Chris Knight, he parked in the grass. The number 02, Nicholas Maynard, looks like he'll do it. That's everybody on my ticker and radar for qualifying. There's your pole winner, the number 02 Maynard Motors Toyota Supra from Welford, South Carolina, of Nicholas Maynard. So take it back to the garage, and we are moments away, ladies and gentlemen, from green flag action here at the MRL Xfinity Series All-State 200, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Nicholas Maynard, your pole sitter. We'll bring up the qualifying results here. We'll go through the field here to see where people are at. Nicholas Maynard, of course, your pole sitter, just mentioned. Corey Tesner from Greer, South Carolina, driving that 8 Bass Pro Shops to round out the second place spot. James Fountain, that number 24 from Greenville, South Carolina, round out the third place spot, along with Everett Larson in the fourth place spot. Showtime, Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina. A couple Carolina kids in the top 5. He'll round out the top 5. John Michael Bryant and that J Money Sense machine right behind him. We'll save the rest for when we get on the field. See these beautiful race cars. But ladies and gentlemen, as we always do here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, we'll take a moment of silence for the ones that have fallen overseas for us. And we'll be right back for the conclusion of qualifying. Drop of the green flag and driving introductions. Slap that like button. Press that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing. We got 16 drivers ready to put on a great show for you folks here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll be right back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are moments away from 100 laps. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are going to start fiddling out the field. They get ready to set in with these beautiful race cars. We'll go around the Iowa Speedway with these drivers for some pace lap. We'll walk through the drivers' introductions. But again, ladies and gentlemen, our hearts are overseas with anyone that's deployed. For our soldiers here, our hearts are with the guys in Louisiana with the tragic accidents that took place just a couple of weeks ago. But to brighten things up here, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Iowa Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, guys are starting to fill in throughout the field. We'll get ready to go around here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Madness Racing League All-State 200 starting lineups. We'll start with the pole sitter driving the number 02 Maynard Motors Toyota Supra from Welford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old Nicholas Maynard. Starting on the outside of him, driving the number 8 Carbon Light Bass Pro Shop Chevy Camaro from Greer, South Carolina, Corey Riptide Tesner. Starting in the third place position, driving the Ampol Red Bull number 24 machine from Greenville, South Carolina, James Fountain. Starting on the outside of him, the 14-year-old, driving the number 07 Food City Camaro, Everett Larson. Starting in the fifth place spot, driving that Flow Racing number 5 machine from Greer, South Carolina, the MRL's Kyle Larson. Showtime, Chase Johnson. Yet to load into the field beside Chase Johnson, driving the number 23 machine, the boogeyman from Greer, South Carolina, John Michael Bryant. Paul Wolf, ladies and gentlemen, making his MRL Xfinity Series debut, driving the Logitech number 9 flamed out machine, Paul Wolf. Starting on the outside of Paul, starting in the 8th place spot, driving the Good Wrench Budweiser number 4 from Hawthorne, New Jersey. That's Kevin Tankos. back in action here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series for his 3rd race of the year. Active duty military. Give him a round of applause. That's driving the number 85 Mean Machine, Alfonso Claudio. Starting on the outside of Alfonso, driving the number 81 Ford Mustang from Troy, Alabama, the 25-year-old, the 9-time official race winner. That's Terry Hughes Jr. Starting on the inside, driving the number 21 machine for Verona, Ontario, Canada, the 14-year-old, locked into the playoffs, Connell Bolton. Starting out here tonight in the Madness Racing League in the 12th place spot, back out on the action for the Madness Racing League. That's the number 69 from Greenville, South Carolina, Poncho McDowell. Starting on the outside of him, driving and piling tonight's number 33 Home Run Cafe machine from Greer, South Carolina. Make sure you go check out the Home Run Cafe on 810 North Main Street in Greer, South Carolina. Check out Tony Cook. Tell them the Madness Racing League sent you. Get you hooked up with all your hot dogs and hamburger needs. Starting behind him, driving the number 56 Budweiser Chevy Camaro from McCullough, Florida, the number 56 George Stetson. Starting in the 15th spot tonight from B-Town, Indiana, driving the Ford Racing Triple Deuce Black and Yellow machine, Chris Knighty. Starting in the 15th spot, this last 16th spot, riding out the tail end of the field, driving the Mountain Dew BKM 777 from Arnersville, Georgia, the 64-year-old Bobby Kyle. Jump back up here to the top of the field, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Maynard's got the rest of the pack piled behind Peter the Pace car as we get ready to get set for 100 laps here. With 2 overtimes ready if needed, folks, for the MRL Xfinity Series All-State 200. Nicholas Maynard, Corey Tesner, James Fountain, and Everett Larson round out the top front rows here. Chase Johnson and John Michael Bryant right behind them, ready to fire off next time around. The lights are off on the pace car. Nicholas Maynard will bring them to the green. Peter the Pace car will pull off. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for tuning in here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live on Booty Scoot Racing channel on TikTok for the MRL Xfinity Series All-State 200. Nicholas Maynard and Corey Tesner down the back stretch here behind Peter the Pace car. We'll start tonight's event. Nicholas Maynard is going to lead us here, ladies and gentlemen. Already locked himself in with the win at Nashville, looking to do the same thing. Corey Tesner on the outside, yet to win a race here in the Madness Racing League, looking to change it around here tonight. James Fountain, the road course master, right behind him. He's got a win at the Watkins Glen International Raceway. Everett Larson won 2 weeks ago here in the MRL Xfinity Series. Peter the Pace car will pull down on the pit road right here, and we will be green from the Iowa Speedway. Nicholas Maynard fires off. Downs in the turns 1 and 2. Nicholas Maynard, Corey Tesner, and James Fountain. Door to door, John Michael Bryant in that 6th place spot. These guys are going to have to stay away from the top line, ladies and gentlemen. Bumps all over this racetrack. The 9 puts the bumper to the back of John Michael Bryant. The number 9 goes around. Caution flag will fly. Already 2 laps into the MRL Xfinity Series All-State 200. The number 9, that is the number 9 of Paul Wolf, making his MRL Xfinity Series debut. We'll back that ass up. Take a look at what happened. Caution flag comes out faster than the green flag does. Looks like the number 9 gets turned around possibly by the number 85 of Alfonso Claudio. Let's take a look. Just gets loose out of the corner, able to get out of the way. Alfonso Claudio. No damage on that race car. If it is, the caution flag will fly, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody will turn back and go catch the number 02 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard. They wait on the pace car. 2 laps in, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Wolf goes around off turns 4. Brings out the first caution of the night's event. Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200 live on the Booty Scoot Racing Network. Press that like button. Press that follow button. We'll be right back. racing channel. That's the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. If we look down on at the Iowa Speedway here in Iowa, Nicholas Maynard, your pole sitter, continues to lead them here. Caution quick early to start the race. Brand new tires. If you have to knock the grip and stickers off of these things, do a quick real field round out after that first 2 laps here. Nicholas Maynard still the race leader. James Fountain able to power to the 2nd place spot. Chase Johnson up 2 spots from the start of the race up to the 3rd place spot. Everett Larson still rounding out that 4th place spot. Corey Tesner gets loose off the corner, drops 3 spots back down to the 5th place spot. John Michael Bryant, your mom's favorite driver, driving that number 23 machine. Still in the 6th place spot. Kevin Tanko's found his way up 1 spot in that Goodwrench machine, trying to bring out that inner Dale Earnhardt. There's Terry Hughes Jr. driving the number 81 machine. Looking to have a big day today in that number 81 Ford Mustang. Just got to keep it together. Ladies and gentlemen, Condale Bolton, Verona, Ontario, Canada, the Canadian, trying to make something shake, eh? Trying to lock himself in. Not already locked in, but trying to double up. We've yet to have a repeat winner here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. 6 races completed, 6 different winners. Tony Cook trying to lock himself in. There's Poncho McDowell. That beautiful 69 machine trying to make something shake on the bottom side. When we get back racing here, Nicholas Maynard will lead them to the green behind Peter the pace car. 5 laps are complete here at the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. Hopefully we can get some green flag racing underneath our belt here, folks. As I believe these guys can get it done. They will have to make a pit stop at some point tonight. No way I could see them going 100 laps on a full tank of gas here at the Iowa Speedway. Just a mile in length. So the laps are going to peel off quick here at the Iowa Speedway. Nicholas Maynard down on the bottom. Going to be the race leader here. Peter the pace car will hang the left off turn 4 here. John Michael Bryant all over the back bumper. Everett Larson came ready to get racing, and so can we. Nicholas Maynard will get to the restart zone. He'll fire off. We'll be back green in the Madness Racing League. Nicholas Maynard takes control of the race. Nice restart to the top side of the racetrack. James Fountain down on the bottom. Door to door for the race lead here. That's Nicholas Maynard and James Fountain. The Carolina kids battle it out here in Iowa. Door to door, Nicholas Maynard to put the power down. He'll drive by the number 24 machine of James Fountain. James Fountain to fall in line, diving down into turns 1. Throw up the night's battle box for the first time here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's the battle for the lead. Everett Larson trying to get a hold of these guys. Nicholas Maynard on the top side of the racetrack. 2 turns, 3 and 4. Again, will that be the move, ladies and gentlemen? Grooves all over this racetrack. You just got to stay away from the top side in turns 1 and 2. This old 2006 racing surface is not going to be what you think it's going to be. As we look back here for the battle for the 5th place spot, that'll be Chase Johnson getting in the wall. Chase Johnson and Corey Tesner, teammates side by side, 2 turns, 3 and 4. Corey Tesner will slide up the racetrack. Chase Johnson to put the power down, think better of it, drive right by him. Here comes John Michael Bryant. The 29-year-old driver, the J Money Sense Bass Pro Shop Toyota Supra, the boogeyman, trying to make some work here late. He's already locked himself in the win in the first race of the year at the Daytona International Speedway. Ready to battle for a championship here in a couple of weeks. John Michael Bryant, make sure you get at him for all your candle service needs. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a commercial from the John Michael Bryant. Make sure you get at John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman from Greer, South Carolina, for all your candle wax melts needs. He battles down in the 6th place spot behind Corey Tesner. Nicholas Maynard and James Fountain settle it out here at the Iowa Speedway. 11 laps down, and they all state 200. Nicholas Maynard from Wolford, South Carolina, battling hard, putting the power down off turns 2. Showtime Chase Johnson, winless in the Madness Racing League, but locked in on points. He knows he's going to have to put something together here if he wants to make sure he's locked in. 2 races remaining tonight, and in 2 weeks from now at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Showtime Chase Johnson, points on the back of his head. The race here tonight is what's on his mind right now. Corey Tesner in the same boat right behind him. 2 teammates battling it out here for position. Here comes John Michael Bryant on the bottom side of the racetrack. These guys got to settle into a rhythm here, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Cook back here in the Home Run Cafe, number 33 machine, up 2 spots from his starting position. He rolls all over the back bumper of the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. Down the back straightaway, these guys putting on a show here for you. Battles all over this racetrack. Can only believe that some of these guys are trying to roll in for a pace. Nicholas Maynard extending that lead. Showtime Chase Johnson down on the middle side of the racetrack. He'll go door to door with the number 8 of Corey Tesner. Everett Larson is shaking his way past the number 24 machine of James Fountain as they battle down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard goes high into number 3 and 4 turns. Everett Larson slides up the racetrack. It'll be Everett Larson in the second place spot. Here comes Showtime Chase Johnson battling hard. Got the right rear quarter panel of James Fountain. James Fountain's car just not hooked up on the bottom side of the racetrack. As the battle for the third place position's underway, here comes Corey Tesner. These guys make anything shake. Showtime Chase Johnson will drive off. Here comes John Michael Bryant. Looks like the top line is prevailing here. That's 2 battles under our cam so far that have yet for someone to make a pass on the bottom side of the racetrack. Everett Larson trying to piece something together to trust down the race leader. We'll go back here in the back of the field. That's the number triple deuce Ford Racing Chevy Camaro of Chris Knighty from B-Town, Indiana. Needs a win here to lock himself into the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. No better place to do it in Iowa on the All-State 200. Chris Knighty in the top side of the racetrack just trying to keep pace. Save some tires. The blacked out full flow racing number 5 machine of Showtime Chase Johnson battles past Corey Tesner. Everett Larson, the 14-year-olds, has closed the lead up on the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard continues to ride the top side of the racetrack. Battle for the lead under our hands here. 18 laps down out of 100. 4 extra laps scheduled for 2 overtime restarts. The MRL Xfinity Series All-State 200 all underway on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. That'd be the number 16 place car of Paul Wolf. Looking not to go a lap down here. He's running for his life. There's the battle for the race lead between Everett Larson and Nicholas Maynard. Everett Larson down on the bottom side of Nicholas Maynard to put the power down off turns 2. Where would Nicholas Maynard go? Nicholas Maynard would go down the middle side of the racetrack this time, changing up his line for the number 07 of Everett Larson. They'll come off turns 4. Nicholas Maynard will stay in front. Everett Larson puts the bumper to the back of the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Everett Larson on the quarter panel. 14-year-old trying to make something shake on the inside of the race leader, Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard battle back down the back straightaway. Everett Larson add a little break in, but he'll pay for it on the back end of the race. On the back end of the corner there. So Nicholas Maynard will continue to pull out a little ways there. Everett Larson got to keep it together. Here comes Showtime Chase Johnson trying to pitch in that lead somewhere. Caution flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Caution is out, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to back that ass up one more time and see what happened here. Holy cow, we was watching the battle for the race lead. Looks like Terry Hughes Jr., ladies and gentlemen, will go around, bring out the second caution of the night. Looks like it's going to get some help from the number 33 of Tony Cook. Let's take a look. Tony Cook, looks like a little bit of net code right there. Slides up into the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. Terry Hughes Jr. slides through your living room, ladies and gentlemen. We'll back it up one more time. We'll get a better look. See exactly what happened. See if we can't take it to the far chase cam here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Tony Cook just slides up the racetrack. Net code, nowhere to go. Tony Cook gets into the right rear of Terry Hughes Jr. Brings out the second caution of the night. Terry Hughes Jr. will fire up that Ford Mustang. Keep it going, minimum damage as possible. We'll take a look at number 33 machine of Tony Cook. Make sure you check out the Home Run Cafe at 810 North Main Street. Greer, South Carolina. Get you a hot dog, hamburger, all your essential needs. From Tony Cook, tell them the Madness Racing League sent you. Nicholas Maynard still out front here at the Iowa Speedway in the All-State 200. He'll slow down for the pace car. Everett Larson and the rest of them bound out the tail end of the field. Tony Cook brings out the second caution of the night. After him and Terry Hughes Jr. bang fenders off turn 2. 21 laps complete here in the All-State 200. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Pit stop should be on our way. Chase Johnson will fake him out, but Kevin Tankos will bring him down along with Tony Cook. Here comes Poncho McDowell, the number 69 machine, along with BK Bobby Kyle from Honorsville, Georgia. Paul Wolf will come down, brought out the first caution of the night. Expect him to get some of that damage fixed. Bobby Kyle, Poncho McDowell, Tony Cook, Kevin Tankos bring it down pit road. Your race leader, Nicholas Maynard, stays out. Everett Larson will be in the second place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson around that third place spot. James Fountain, the number 24, Ampo Red Bull machine will round out that fourth place spot. Corey Tesner battling back after losing 3 spots early. Corey Tesner will round out that fifth place spot. John Michael Bryant tailing right behind him in the sixth place spot. Nicholas Maynard's led them all here so far from the pole in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We come down to the start-finish line here. The lights will flip off on Peter the pace car. Everett Larson and Nicholas Maynard should round out the front row. Yes, they will, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be James Fountain in that fourth-place spot with Showtime Chase Johnson on the inside of him. Corey Tesner in the third row with Connell Bolton. Forge Racing Triple Deuce machine of Chris Knighty up 8 spots. That black and yellow machine's bad fast tonight. Can he make something shake? Alfonso Claudio, active duty military, back out into the field tonight. There's Terry Hughes Jr. brought out the caution. Right beside him, that's George Stetson. Tony Cook gets it to the rear end of Terry Hughes Jr. They'll be starting right front and behind of each other. Will something get shook in here? 24 laps, coming at 25 laps, completing the All-State 200. We're almost a quarter of a way through the night's event. Stick around here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel as we get ready to go green. We'll ride around for the night's MRL's first fast and loud of the night. Nicholas Maynard in the restart's on. We're back green. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the Iowa Speedway. Harry Hughes Jr. right there, the fast and loud. You heard him putting the pedal to the metal. He'll drive around the triple deuce of Chris Knighty right behind him. Kevin Tanko's battling back hard. We'll shoot back up here. James Fountain, door-to-door, the race leader. Nicholas Maynard, the Carolina kids, battling it out here at the Iowa Speedway. First time Nicholas Maynard's been challenged for the night. James Fountain will be credited with the lap lead there. Nicholas Maynard back out front down the back straightaway. Door-to-door between the two front guys right here. That's the 02 of Nicholas Maynard and the 24 James Fountain. 31 laps complete here at the All-State 200. James Fountain loose into turn one. Keeping underneath him, but put the gas down. Nicholas Maynard stay in the middle side of the racetrack. He'll drive off turn two. Pull up the battle box as Everett Larson's made it shake here. He's got something to say. Nicholas Maynard on the top side of the racetrack. James Fountain will slide right behind him here. Everett Larson all over the back bumper trying to make something shake. 32 laps complete. That'll concede the battle for now here. Terry Hughes Jr. gets jacked up by Chris Knighty. Battle on our way here. We got a four-way battle for the 8th place spot. 3 wide at Iowa. Tony Cook putting it where it don't belong, but who cares? 2 races remain in the regular season. You've got to make something shake if you want to get locked in. If it doesn't show you what it means here to you guys on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, for these Madness Racing League drivers, Tony Cook trying to make something shake. That car's come to life here, 33 laps complete. Alfonso Claudio will take him down the bottom side of the racetrack. The Canadian, the driving number 21 of Connell Bolton, will look high. These guys putting on a show for you folks here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Everett Larson battles James Fountain for the 2nd place spot. Nicholas Maynard must love what he sees in his mirrors. James Fountain and Everett Larson battle back down the back straightaway into turns 3. All 3 will ride that top line there behind the race leader, Nicholas Maynard. The battle under the 6th place spot is still underway. Alfonso Claudio and Tony Cook macing their way through the field. Masoning, making something happen. Tony Cook and Alfonso Claudio battle door-to-door down into turns 3 and 4. What a battle between these two guys as their cars come to life here. 35 laps complete, 36 now at the All-State 200. Alfonso puts the bumper to the back of Tony Cook. Tony Cook up 8 spots from his starting spot. Nicholas Maynard, your race leader still. James Fountain and Everett Larson battle hard for the 2nd place spot. Nicholas Maynard loves to see it. He'll continue to ride on the top side of the racetrack. We got a battle back here for the 7th place spot. That'll be Showtime Chase Johnson and his teammate Corey Tesner. Corey Tesner gets loose off the corner to save it. Corey Tesner up there in the marbles. Got to come down a little bit. Alfonso Claudio on the top side of the racetrack. Corey Tesner able to put the gas down really well there. Will power back by the rest of those guys. Here comes John Michael Bryant. George Stetson trying to lock himself in here. Chris Knighty as well. 2 guys that have yet to lock themselves into the MRL Xfinity Series playoffs. John Michael Bryant sitting content right there in that 11th place spot, just trying to peel off some laps. He's already locked himself in. Nicholas Maynard continue to lead here. It'll be under the battle again with James Fountain. Round 2 from the Fountain boy. Can he run down Nicholas Maynard? Battle for the race lead into turns 3 and 4. Nicholas Maynard will stay on the top side of the racetrack. James Fountain looks middle. He'll slide back up to the top, closing the gap up even slider. 40 laps complete. .40 laps led for the number 02 Toyota Supra Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard from Welford, South Carolina. James Fountain's got something better to say. He'll be down on the inside. Want to take that back. James Fountain is credited with a lap lead. Looking for number 2 right here on the bottom side. He'll be door-to-door off turn 4. Nicholas Maynard will be challenged. James Fountain will hop back in line down in the turns 1 and 2. Scroll back here, the back of the field. That's the number Triple Deuce Forge Racing Machine of Chris Knighty. Chase Johnson's got something wrong with that race car. He's falling back. Trying to get some momentum. He went down the bottom side of the racetrack. Looking on the inside, the number 4, Kevin Tankos. Kevin Tankos arrives back down to the wall. Here comes Chris Knighty. He'll let Chase Johnson in. Chris Knighty will drop down the bottom side of the racetrack. Chase Johnson and Kevin Tankos stay middle. Here comes Tony Cook, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Cook is driven up from the 10th place spot to the 2nd place spot. That car bad fast on the long run. Nicholas Maynard should be worried. Tony Cook looks like he's held something for the race lead here. Battle for the race lead, 43 laps in. Chris Knighty trying to make something shake for that 8th place spot. Nicholas Maynard still out front. Tony Cook trying to make something shake on the bottom side of the racetrack. James Fountain will close the gap up ever so slightly. We'll kick back here. Chris Knighty's making a move on the number 5 with Showtime Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson will power back down off turn 2. Nicholas Maynard, your race leader here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. 45 laps complete here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Stick around, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 48 laps complete here in the All-State 200. John Michael Bryant scrapes the wall there as you see it on your camera. Nicholas Maynard under attack here from the number 24, James Fountain. Round 3. Here we go. Look back here in the back of the field, ladies and gentlemen. This race has died down back there, but Tony Cook's got something to say on the inside. James Fountain puts the bumper to the back of the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Coming to 50 laps complete. James Fountain on a mission. Scoot back here. We got a battle underneath our hand. Showtime Chase Johnson. That car is still falling off for him. Nicholas Maynard continues to lead him here. We're at the halfway point. Into turns 3 and 4. James Fountain on the bottom side. Don't count out the 14-year-old of Everett Larson. He's settled back into that 4th place spot, trying to make something shake. Nicholas Maynard will pull away there off turns 1 and 2. George Stetson on a run. George Stetson driving the number 56 Budweiser machine from McCullough, Florida. Up 5 spots, finds himself in the 9th place spot currently, driving that Budweiser Camaro to what it's worth. Chris Knighty all over the back bumper. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to piece something together here. The Iowa Speedway battling some handling issues. Bobby Kyle looks to the bottom side of Showtime Chase Johnson here. He'll make the pass. Showtime Chase Johnson will lift for him. John Michael Bryant to the inside. We talked about the triple deuce of Chris Knighty earlier today, trying to lock himself into the MRL Xfinity Series playoffs. Pretty much in a must-win situation where he's got to perform extra well. He's up in the bumps in turns 1. Bobby Kyle's going to like what he'll see. He'll pull up door to door right beside him. That's Bobby Kyle. He's locked into the Madness Racing League Cup Series with the win at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is where we'll find these guys in 2 weeks from now. The Charlotte Motor Speedway, Tony Cook up to that second place spot. Nicholas Maynard still the race leader here, 54 laps completed. The All-State 200, Tony Cook trying to battle back hard. He's got something on the long run. Tony Cook from Greer, South Carolina. Nicholas Maynard from South Carolina. So is James Fountain. Couple Carolina kids rounding out the top 3, battling hard for a race win. Tony Cook not completely out of it points-wise, but he's yet to lock himself in with a win. Trying to change that here. Less than halfway to go. Tony Cook in his Home Run Cafe. Make sure you go to 810 North Main Street in Greer, South Carolina. Get you a hot dog from the Home Run Cafe. Tell them Tony Cook and Madness Racing League sent you. 56 laps complete here. Nicholas Maynard, the kid from Welford, South Carolina, trying to pace his way here to a race win. But about 44 laps remaining here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Iowa Speedway. Tony Cook's going to battle. He's not going to let it be proceed here. Everett Larson all over the back bumper of that 24 Red Bull machine of James Fountain. Paul Wolf brought out the first caution of the night, finding himself way off pace, just trying not to go a lap down. Try to back it out here and get a good look exactly where he is on the racetrack compared to the race leader. There's the leader, Nicholas Maynard. So he better go now. It's Tony Cook, gets loose off the corner. Down in the grass will stay green here. Looks like Tony Cook will save it. Will stay green here, ladies and gentlemen, the Iowa Speedway. Nicholas Maynard still your race leader. Off turns 4, the caution flag is out. Ladies and gentlemen, to go back and take a look exactly what happened. I guess when the caution come out for Tony Cook, we'll back that ass up. We'll pay attention with Tony Cook here. Anybody else around, maybe? Not Terry Hughes Jr., not Paul Wolf, Tony Cook. Play it forward here. See if anything happens. That's Tony Cook down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Doesn't seem to be any trouble anywhere else. The caution flag is out right there, ladies and gentlemen. So the caution flag was for the number 33 of Tony Cook. Gets loose off the corner. Gets bailed out for the caution flag. Make sure you go check out Tony Cook at the Home Run Cafe. Nicholas Maynard leading them down here. So the caution, James Fountain will fill out that second place spot. That's where they'll round out. They've been at it 3 times tonight for the race lead. James Fountain's got to tell his team to make an adjustment here. They'll catch the behind Peter the pace car. They want to have something for the 0-2 machine of Nicholas Maynard. Everett Larson will round out the 3rd place spot, along with the 5th place spot of Alfonso Claudio. Tony Cook driving the number 33 Home Run Cafe machine. Bad fast here on the long run. Kevin Tanko's up 2 spots. Here comes Connell Bolton. Nicholas Maynard will lead them down pit road. We'll take a front angle look as they come down. We'll do the night's pit call. Tony Cook as well. A lot of these guys should be coming down here. We were moments away, hopefully, for green flag stops, but the caution flag is thrown for Tony Cook. Nicholas Maynard driving 0-2 Maynard Motors machines. Led every lap but 2. Got to get on and off pit road here. Nice and squeaky clean. That'll be the whole field coming down. There's the 69 machine from Greenville, South Carolina, Poncho McDowell. Some guys pitting on the front stretch here, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Maynard slides in his box. His guys will hop the right side of the car. They'll take the right side tires off the race car. It'll be a right tires for Nicholas Maynard. They'll jump over to the left side. They'll jack up the left side of the race car. They'll put a brand new set of left side Goodyear tires on that 0-2 machine. The 0-2 Nicholas Maynard's off. James Fountain will be second off pit road along with Everett Larson and Alfonso Claudio. Tony Cook will beat Kevin Tankos. No, Kevin Tankos will get Tony Cook off pit road. Corey Tesner next off. 8th place spot will be George Stetson. Chase Johnson will get the 9th place spot off pit road along with Connell Bolton. John Michael Bryant, Bobby Kyle. Chris Knighty round out the 13th spot. There's Poncho losing a spot on pit road. He'll round out the 14th spot. Paul Wolf be the 15th car off pit road, getting some damage fixed. There's Terry Hughes Jr. from Troy, Alabama, the 25-year-old. Told him he needed some damage fixed, making an adjustment, trying to make something shake. Nicholas Maynard continues to lead them here in the Iowa Speedway, the All-State 200. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Pit stops are complete. Can we keep it green to the end? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Slap that like button, press that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from the Iowa Speedway. Peter the Pace car leads on down the backstretch. Nicholas Maynard, your race leader. James Fountain on the outside. Everett Larson and Alfonso Claudio, active military duty. Able to make his third start here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Doesn't matter, because he won at Las Vegas, race 2 of the year, locked himself in. Alfonso Claudio making it happen on the battlefield, trying to make it happen out here on this war zone. As Nicholas Maynard will bring him back to the front of the field here. Peter the Pace car will pull down on the pit road. And we're back green in the Madness Racing League. Banned out, George Stetson gets tagged. Big wreck. Caution flag, back out. Holy snap, we'll back that ass up. We've seen that happen right there on the restart. That's the number 56 of George Stetson, and Terry Hughes Jr. involved in his second accident in the night. Not of his doing. Let's take a look. Terry Hughes Jr. and George Stetson. George Stetson gets tagged by the 21 of Connell Bolton. What a lick for Poncho McDowell to the front of George Stetson. Terry Hughes Jr. just gets collected. We'll back it up one more time. We got a better look here. Ladies and gentlemen, no good. Terry Hughes Jr. from Troy, Alabama. If you're a fan, you're disappointed. And that looks like it'll be the number 21 of Connell Bolton getting into the back of George Stetson, sending him sliding through your living room. Terry Hughes, nowhere to go. But he'll break the hit for George Stetson. So thank Terry Hughes Jr. for that. Ladies and gentlemen, as quick as it can go green, it's back yellow. Like Nicholas Maynard's car, the race leader, Everett Larson, able to squeeze past James Fountain there on the restart. James Fountain will round out the third place spot in the active duty military. Guy of Alfonso Claudio driving that number 85 Me Machine, trying to win his second race of the year. James Fountain trying to all these guys in the top 5 are trying to win their second race of the year. Kevin Tanko is looking for that first win in the Xfinity Series, is dominated in the Cup Series for the Madness Racing League. Corey Riptide Tesner looking for his first top 5 on the year. Always in somebody else's mess. Showtime Chase Johnson, same way, trying to lock himself in to the Madness Racing League playoffs with a win. Currently sitting on that second points place spot behind Kevin Tanko's Tony Cook. Got a bad fast Camaro if he can make it stay up underneath him. The number 33 Machine drove from the 10th place spot up to the second place spot in the first run of the race. That thing is bad fast on the wrong run. Watch out for the 33 Machine of Tony Cook. John Michael Bryant ain't said much tonight. Letting the drive and do the talk, and make sure you check out jmoneysense.com. Hit him up, JM Boogie or JM Munna on TikTok. Make sure you get at him, get all your candle wax melt needs. Connell Bolton, the Canadian, driving that Poppy Bank number 21 Toyota Supra. The 14-year-old round out the 10th place spot. Gets into the back of George Stetson, brings out the caution. Chris 90. Talked about him earlier. He's been trending in the right direction here in the Madness Racing League. Top 5 2 weeks ago. Chris 90 rounds out that 11th place spot. Poncho McDowell able to make it out here in the Xfinity Series. The number 69 machine, the Cowboy, Poncho McDowell from Greenville, South Carolina. Trying to make something shake here. Got a little bit of front end damage. None of his own doing. Bobby Kyle, the 64-year-old, locked himself in on gas strategy at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Cup Series. About 4 weeks ago, Paul Wolf making his MRL Xfinity Series debut. Terry Hughes Jr. cannot stay out of people's messes tonight. As George Stetson continues to sit on pit road. We'll jump back up here to Bobby Kyle. Bobby Kyle won his way into the Cup Series for the Madness Racing League playoffs with a draft strategy call at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is where we are heading 2 weeks from now. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss it. We'll be at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the regular season finale of the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Make sure you slap that follow button so you don't miss a thing. Also want to say 2 weeks from now, not Friday coming up, but next Friday, the MRL Madness Racing League's Truck Series opener at Daytona. Make sure you guys are getting signed up for the Madness Racing League Truck Series at the Daytona International Speedway, January 24th. You don't want to miss it. That's on Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, Alfonso Claudio's got something to say. He's looking to make his second win of the year. Everett Larson looking for his second win of the year. James Fountain looking for his second win of the year. And the race leader, Nicholas Maynard, also looking for his second win of the year. Kevin Tankos looking for his first, looking to lock himself in so he doesn't have to worry about a points battle. Currently in first on points. Showtime Chase Johnson right behind him. These two are locked in on the points playing spots. Just got to make sure they finish tonight's race. Corey Tesner and that Carbon Light Bass Pro Shop number 8 machine on the outside. 67 laps under his belt, longer than normal. John Michael Bryant. Make sure you get at him like we said. Tony Cook. Can he make something shake in that 33 Home Run Cafe machine? It was bad fast to start the race. Nicholas Maynard, your pole sitter, continues to lead him here, dominating at the Iowa Speedway, the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. Comes to the restart zone. Peter the pace car hangs to the left. We are back green. Everett Larson powers down on the outside. Nicholas Maynard, Everett Larson, door-to-door down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard under attack again for the race lead. He'll slide up in front of the number 07 of Everett Larson. Everett Larson will keep his foot in it. They'll be door-to-door down in turns 1. Nicholas Maynard slides up the racetrack. James Fountain will punch it down. 3 wide. Nicholas Maynard gets loose off the corner. For the first time tonight, the 02 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard scooted out of the race lead to the 14-year-old winner from 2 weeks ago, Everett Larson, at the Texas Motor Speedway. Looking to go back-to-back. James Fountain powers to the race lead. 30 laps remain here in the All-State 200. James Fountain powers past Everett Larson. Here comes Alfonso Claudio. The active duty military only making his 3rd start in the Madness Racing League. Already got a win and locked in. Picking up exactly where he left off. Winning the battles on the battlefield. Out here in the war zone trying to make something shake. Corey Riptide Tezer to the top side of the racetrack. Kevin Tankos gets passed by Tony Cook. Battles all over this racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Everett Larson, here comes Alfonso. Alfonso's Claudio's number 85 Toyota Supra looks bad fast here in the early runs of this age right here. He'll roll it to the back bumper of Everett Larson. Everett Larson will power down, try to go run down the race leader. James Fountain battles all over this great racetrack. Corey Tesner will roll the top sides through 3 and 4. Tony Cook will look in the middle side. Corey Tesner will roll out. Kevin Tankos, first guy locked in on points. 2 spots open on playoff points. 6 different winners. We've yet to have a repeat winner in the Madness Racing League Series so far. Nicholas Maynard falling back. What a disaster for the 02 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard. Drops 7 positions on that restart right there. He's under attack. It'll be 3 wide. Showtime Chase Johnson's got something to say. John Michael Bryant will not lift. It'll be 3 wide all across the front stretch. Chase Johnson will power pass. The number 02 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard's falling back quickly. Something's wrong with that race car. Tony Cook, 33 Home Run Cafe machine, seems to be bad fast. James Fallon back out front here at Iowa Speedway. Was battling Nicholas Maynard hard early in the race. 3 separate times we called on our Fight Night round count. James Fallon went up to battle for the race lead with Nicholas Maynard. Wasn't successful, but here he is, leading with 25 laps remaining in the All-State 200. James Fallon will bring him across the line. 25 laps remain, folks. We are almost done. The laps are ticking off. If they're going to go, they got to go now. James Fallon looking to win his 2nd race of the year. Everett Larson as well. So is Alfonso. Corey Tester, we'll look at him right here, driving the number 8 Carbon Light Bass Pro Shop Chevy Camaro. It's had a horrendous season, yet to score top 5. Looking for a race win to lock himself in here with 2 races remaining. Corey Tesler to the bottom side of the racetrack. Closing up that gap ever so slightly. The number 8 car, Corey Tesler. James Fallon on the leader on the outside. Action all over this great racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. John Michael Bryant and Nicholas Maynard, door to door down the front stretch. That's a battle for the 10th place spot. Nicholas Maynard was our race leader, falling off quick here. Corey Tesner making time up on the 85 of Alfonso Claudio. There's the 33 machine of Tony Cook right there. Kevin Tankos is going to battle him back down on the bottom side of the racetrack. They'll slide up off turn 4. Tony Cook in the wall. That'll help the 4-car Goodrich machine of Kevin Tankos to look down on the door-to-door with Tony Cook through turns 1 and 2. Got to stay off them marbles. James Fallon out front. Everett Larson scrapes the wall. Here comes Alfonso Claudio. Corey Tesner likes what he sees in front of him. He's going to close the gap up even more. Kevin Tankos and Tony Cook battling hard. Kevin Tankos gets contact. That'll shoot Tony Cook up into the marbles. Able to gain it under control, drive off the corner. Kevin Tankos down behind. Corey Tesner painting the yellow line off turns 3 and 4, sliding off 4 up to the wall. Here comes Kevin Tankos trying to battle back against Tony Cook. 24 laps remain here, ladies and gentlemen, in the All-State 200 live on the Booty Scoot Racing Network. Make sure you slap that like button, press that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing as things come around. Don't forget, the Madness Racing League's Truck Series starts in 2 weeks on Friday night, January 24th. Make sure you're signed up. Madness Racing League is in the chat, pinned to the chat section. Make sure you DM, get on signed up. As we look down at Tony Cook and the number 33 machine, here comes Connell Bolton's got something to say. The Poppy Bank number 21 Toyota Supra of Connell Bolton, a 14-year-old from Ontario, Canada. Just hasn't been what he's like tonight, trying out a new setup. His crew chief wanted to try out for him. Doesn't seem to be helping him on the back end. Connell Bolton, excuse me, make something shake here in the back half of this race. 22 laps remain. Tony Cook under fire. We'll shoot back up here to the race lead. That's James Fallon taking him into turns 3 and 4. Alfonso Claudio, again, winning the battles on the battlefield, trying to win the war here, trying to run down the race leader, James Fallon. The 14-year-old of Everett Larson in that 07 Food City Camaro. We got somebody up here in the marbles. That'll be Corey Tesner and Tony Cook battling it hard. Here comes Nicholas Maynard and Chase Johnson. Nicholas Maynard, our race leader, dominating here at the Iowa Speedway. It's got 60 laps under his belt led. Falls back after losing something in that race car. Went wrong for the 02. James Fallon continues to lead him. We ready to go 3 wide. Tony Cook puts the bumper to Corey Tesner. Corey Tesner is able to hold it underneath control. Kevin Tankos and Corey door to door down the back straightaway. Tony Cook looking to make a 3 wide here. 20 laps remain in the All-State 200. We've already seen Tony Cook's Camaro make a run for it on the long run. That thing is bad fast when it gets some laps underneath its belt. Can he make something shake here? 19 laps remaining. All three of those drivers on your screen need a win here in the Madness Racing League. Here comes Connell Bolton in the 21 on the bottom side. Corey Tesner gets the bumper. These three guys right here in front of you, that'll be Kevin Tankos, Corey Tesner, and Tony Cook battle it out here. Every one of them needing a win to lock themselves into the playoffs. Points just might not cut it for some. Kevin Tankos first in, locked on points. Tony Cook down on the bottom side. We got a great battle under our hand here with 18 laps remaining. James Fountain continues to lead him. Alfonso Claudio closing the gap. Tony Cook gets into the 8 of Corey Tesner. Corey Tesner set up the racetrack. Tony Cook underneath him. Wow, Tony Cook on a mission, folks. Tony Cook will put the bumper to the back of the 8 machine of Corey Tesner. Corey Tesner's not happy. Corey Tesner will not be happy with the way that Tony Cook just raced him off turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. We'll have to keep an eye on this battle. Corey Todd Tesner in the 7th place spot, currently trying to make something shake. James Fountain, your race leader, has called lap traffic. That's the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. Terry Hughes Jr. is going to stay on the top side of the racetrack. James Fountain tries to go up, doesn't have a spot. That'll help Alfonso. That's be the number 9 of Paul Wolf right there. The number 9 machine brought out the first caution of the race, going a lap down here. James Fountain will clear lap traffic, and so will Alfonso Claudio. 15 laps remaining. This is the battle for the race lead. Maybe possibly the race win. Both of these guys already win and locked in. That's the number 9. Hard into the wall. The 14-year-old Everett Larson trying to go back-to-back here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. If he can keep that Food City 07 machine underneath him, he might have a shot. James Fountain continues to lead him here at the Iowa Speedway. Stay in the middle of the racetrack. Alfonso Claudio will close the gap up. 13 laps remain. 3 wide. Down into turns 1 and 2. Connell Bowen puts the bumper to Tony Cook. Here comes Nicholas Maynard. Fell back to the 11th place spot. Fighting hard. Back for the 7th place spot now. Can he get there? The number 02 of Nicholas Maynard, the kid. Toyota Supra looks bad fast on the long run. 12 laps remain here. Trying to make something shake. Caution flag is flown, ladies and gentlemen. That's Terry Hughes Jr. in the wall again for the 3rd time tonight. Let's back that ass up. Terry Hughes Jr. in the fence. Caution flag is out. Looks like something is broken on that race car. It's right on board Terry Hughes Jr. See what happened. The car never turns. He's straight in the wall. Terry Hughes Jr. stuck in the wall. Bringing out the caution flag. That is not what James Fountain wanted to see. James Fountain will bring him around to catch Peter the pace car. Ladies and gentlemen, things have just been thrown for a swirl here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. That'll bunch the field back up. We'll be racing at about 8 to 7 laps to go. James Fountain, your race leader. Alfonso Claudio right behind him. Everett Larson. All 3 of those drivers locked in. Kevin Tankos, a perfect opportunity to lock himself in. Tony Cook as well. They got to play it right. Here comes Connell Bolton and Nicholas Maynard. James Fountain will throw the Hail Mary. He'll stay out. So will Tony Cook. That means Alfonso Claudio will be the first one down pit road with Everett Larson and Kevin Tankos. That'll be Connell Bolton and Nicholas Maynard following in right behind him. Everett Larson. What will the calls be for these guys, ladies and gentlemen? We'll roll around front here with Everett Larson. Take a look back here through the field. Nicholas Maynard to pull into his box. Corey Tesner as well. Pull through. Got to be a black flag for Corey Tesner. Everett Larson off Nicholas Maynard right side tires. It'll be right sides only for Nicholas Maynard. Everett Larson will win the battle off pit road. Two-tire stop for the 0-2 machine of Nicholas Maynard. Alfonso Calidio will take 4 tires. Chase Johnson, 4 tires as well, along with John Michael Bryant. The boogeyman will round out the 8th place spot. Paul Wolf, the lucky dog that time around, finding himself back on the lead lap, will round out the 10th place spot. Bobby Kyle in the 12th place spot, catching the tail end of the field. There's the Canadian. Corey Tesner coming back down pit road after serving his black flag. Corey Tesner not happy. Corey Tesner not happy with the way Tony Cook raced him, putting the bumper to him, sending him up the racetrack. James Fountain, your race leader here. Tony Cook on the outside of him. Both of these guys throwing the strategy for Meeks, trying to throw a Hail Mary here with 10 laps remaining. Tony Cook does not pit, neither does James Fountain. James Fountain locked in here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series with a win at the Watkins Glen International Speedway. So all he's doing is looking for double down here, be the first repeat winner. Tony Cook needs this race win to lock himself in. Points might not do it for him. Trying to make something shake here at the Iowa Speedway. Everett Larson looking to go back-to-back here on 4 fresh tires. Comes off first on pit road, gains a spot. Nicholas Maynard will start in the 4th place spot. 2-tire stop for the 0-2 Toyota Supra Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard. Can something shake with him on his 2-tire stop? Alfonso Claudio right behind him was battling James Fountain hard for the race win right there. Caution flag flies though. Can he make something shake? 4-tire stop for Alfonso Claudio. Showtime Chase Johnson will round out the 6th place spot. 4 fresh tires from him on back. John Michael Bryant, Kevin Tankos, and Connell Bolton, along with Pancho McDowell, will round out the top 10. Bobby Kyle, Chris Knighty, Paul Wolf back out on the racetrack. Corey Tesner still on pit road. Not happy. George Stetson here to the back of the field. 3 laps down. Back out on the racetrack after fixing some damage. James Fountain will lead him to the restart zone here with 9 laps remaining in the All-State 200. Strategy all over the place. Guys trying to win and lock in. Guys trying to double down. With one race remaining after this, James Fountain leads him to the restart zone. Peter the pace car will pull off, hang that left up here on the pit road, and we will be back green here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. Green flags in the air. James Fountain launches. Corey Tesner still on pit road, not off in time for the restart. Nicholas Maynard on the outside. Tony Cook on the bottom side of the racetrack. Tony Cook. Nicholas Maynard will hold his ground on the outside. Power down. Nicholas Maynard up to the 2nd place spot. He'll throw the block down in front of the number 33 of Tony Cook. Tony Cook will slide up the racetrack. 4 wide at Iowa. Nicholas Maynard racing hard for the race lead. He'll get around the 24 of James Fountain. Downs into turns 1 and 2. Nicholas Maynard takes the 0-2 machine. Sideways off the corner. Can Nicholas Maynard make something shake? Everett Larson down the bottom side of the racetrack. That'll be Tony Cook sliding up. Can Alfonso Claudio get Nicholas Maynard? They're battling out. There goes Connell Bolton. Caution flag will fly. Excuse me. Connell Bolton from Ontario, Canada. Down in the grass. Spun around. We'll spec that ass up here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. As we always do. Take a look and see what happened with the number 21 of Connell Bolton as he cuts down the grass, giving it a nice haircut. Bobby Kyle sliding along as well. Big crash back here. We'll take a look and see exactly what happened. Things unfold behind him. We'll throw it up into a better angle here. Connell Bolton goes around, brings out the caution, and a pile up behind him. Pancho McDowell gets turned around by Bobby Kyle. Chris Knighty involved as well. Pancho McDowell just nowhere to go. Kevin Tanko is able to escape through that as well as Paul Wolf. Paul Wolf needing that. Connell Bolton will cut the grass, come back out on the track. Chris Knighty, Pancho McDowell still moving along with Bobby Kyle. All these guys doesn't seem to have much damage. Nicholas Maynard and Alfonso Claudio will wait for Peter the pace car. James Fountain goes from the lead to 4th place there. And him and Tony Cook's pit strategy backfires. 5 laps remaining. Coming to 5 laps remaining. Nicholas Maynard on 2 tires is your race leader. Alfonso Claudio, active duty military, trying to win the war on 4 fresh tires. Chase Johnson in the 3rd place spot, trying to steal something. Get a win in the Madness Racing League and lock himself in permanently. Everett Larson right behind him, looking to go back-to-back. Tony Cook trying to make something shake here, staying out. John Michael Bryant will round out the 6th place spot, trying to make something shake. Nicholas Maynard, your race leader here, the Iowa Speedway All-State 200. 5 laps to go. Possibly an overtime underway. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll be right back. You don't want to miss a thing. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 4 laps remain here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series All-State 200. We are going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. That's the 2nd place driver of Alfonso Claudio, making his 3rd start here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Active duty military overseas. Finally able to make it this weekend. Nicholas Maynard on a 2-tire strategy call off pit road was able to fire off the restart to the race lead before the caution come out. Alfonso Claudio on 4 fresh tires. Showtime Chase Johnson in the 3rd place spot. Everett Larson will round out the 4th place spot here on the overtime restart. Tony Cook will be on the inside in the 5th place spot. John Michael Bryant in the 6th place spot in his number 23. J Money Sense Toyota Supra will round out the 6th place spot with the Canadian of Connell Bolton in the 7th place spot on the inside. Kevin Tankos will round out the 8th place spot. We got a disaster here. Under caution, Paul Wolf goes around. Somebody called the tow truck. Paul Wolf has just been turned around. We'll address that after the fact, ladies and gentlemen. Peter the pace car is leading him down back the backstretch. That one threw me off, folks. That's the 0-2 machine of Nicholas Maynard on the inside. Trying to double down, get his 2nd win in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. So is Alfonso Claudio. Chase Johnson trying to lock in. Everett Larson looking to repeat. Nicholas Maynard will bring him back to the restart zone and fire off. We'll be back green overtime in Iowa. Nicholas Maynard down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Door-to-door, Chase Johnson, Alfonso Claudio. Alfonso Claudio on 4 fresh tires down the backstretch. Nicholas Maynard continues to be out front. Chase Johnson looks down low to the bottom side of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard stays up. White flag is in the air this time around. Alfonso Claudio gets sideways. Final lap at Iowa for the All-State 200. Alfonso Claudio trying to make something shake. Nicholas Maynard and Alfonso Claudio down the backstretch for the final time. Chase Johnson trying to make something shake. Alfonso Claudio looks below Nicholas Maynard. They'll drive off turns 3 and 4. Nicholas Maynard will run past the 85. Nicholas Maynard wins it. Nicholas Maynard doubles down here. Big wreck down the front stretch. Tony Cook goes around. Chase Johnson goes around. Everett Larson in the fence up ahead. Nicholas Maynard is your race winner. The 22-year-old from Welford, South Carolina. That's the kid, Nicholas Maynard. Driving the number 02 Maynard Motors Toyota Supra. He'll get a love tap from the number 4 of Kevin Tankos. Will win his 2nd race of the year at the Iowa Speedway in the All-State 200. A little love bump from the Canadian of Connell Bolton. Everett Larson's car is trash. Big wreck after John Michael Bryant's car is toast. Nicholas Maynard will bring it around the front stretch here. The Iowa Speedway to celebrate with the race fans. Your race winner, Nicholas Maynard, the kid. We'll bring up the race results here. Nicholas Maynard doing his always traditional salute to the fans. Nicholas Maynard and his Maynard Motors number 02 Toyota Supra machine rounds out the front of the field, will win his second race of the year. Alfonso Claudio rounds out the second place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson finishes out in the third place spot. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll round out the top three. Ladies and gentlemen, Everett Larson will round out the fourth place spot. James Fountain in the fifth place spot. Nicholas Maynard, ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, will bring it around here for the fans. Tony Cook in the sixth place spot. Kevin Tanko's around out the seventh place spot. James Fountain does get that final points paying spot right there, folks. Bobby Kyle in the ninth place spot in his BKM Racing Machine honorable mention. John Michael and his J Money Sense Toyota Supra 23 machine will round out the 10th place spot. Poncho McDowell in the 69 machine will round out that final 11th place spot. We'll watch Nicholas Maynard burn it down here at the Iowa Speedway. Blows it for him here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll pull up the race results one more time. Pick up where we left off. John Michael Bryant was able to bring home that 10th place spot. Poncho McDowell, we're able to find him, will bring home that 11th place spot one lap down. Chris Knighty was on a tear in the Madness Racing League, but he was not able to keep it going here. We'll round out the 12th place spot. Paul Wolf making his MRL Xfinity Series debut, driving that number 9 machine. We'll round out the 13th place spot. Corey Tesner, not happy with the way Tony Cook raced him. He'll finish out the 14th spot, ladies and gentlemen. Terry Hughes Jr., not happy as well. Was involved in every single wreck possible you could think of. He'll round out the 15th place spot. George Stetson gets turned around from McCullough, Florida. We'll round out that 16th final spot, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Maynard, your race winner here at the Iowa Speedway. You see it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Dominating performance. Two-tire call wins it for the Maynard Motors Toyota Supra 02 machine and team. Thank you for tuning in to the Booty Scoot Racing channel live here on TikTok. Make sure you smash that like button. Press that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing when we post. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, 2 weeks from now on Friday, the MRL Madness Racing League Truck Series starts at the Daytona International Speedway. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you're signed up. Get everybody signed up there. The Madness Racing League is in the chat pin, or you can DM us at the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Next 2 weeks from now on Monday night, the Madness Racing League, you can catch them. Here, get ready to start these playoffs soon, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor doing the stream for you folks. Make sure you guys slap that like button. Nicholas Maynard, your race winner here at the Iowa Speedway. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.